did decide to record another one since I've still got like 20 odd minutes left of recording. And I don't really have anything much to say. I just thought, you never know when your final moment has come, have you? When I look at my eyes and how tired I am and how tired I feel every moment of every day. Even when I sleep, I don't really sleep. Unless I just pass out from alcoholic exhaustion, which is pretty much why I drink, because it's one way to get some rest and relaxation. And even when I'm having a good sleep, I'm still awake in your thoughts. Occasionally I get some very pleasurable dreams where my favourite one is where I just get to fly. Yeah. I can just will myself up into the air and fly. That's my best dreams. Don't get them too often. Obviously I can't get spoiled too much by them, but sometimes I get to have them several times in a night, sometimes several times in a week. The concept of being able to will yourself up into the air and fly. In fact, I nearly made a video of it the other day, but I didn't because it was an epic dream. And I was involved with heaps of other people. But one of the first things was, people just look at me really weird when I will myself up into the air and start flying, because they don't have that urge, I guess. This one's funny because there's one woman, she came up to me, I was sort of standing on the edge of the fence, and she came up to me and she said something, and I cannot quite remember exactly what it was, but it was funny. And oh geez, I wish I could remember it, because why the fuck would I come up with something like this in a dream? Something that doesn't come from me. And her words were something along the lines of, have you had a Chinese gut hurt? I think more or less that's what it was. And of course, being an old-time fan of The Simpsons, I wasn't going to answer her. And I knew sort of she was leading up to a punchline. Because she was actually about to grab my shirt and say, how did your gut hurt now? But because I was on my toes, as I often am, I sort of jumped away and beat her back up into the ethos as where I love to just travel in my dreams. Yeah, I know this is sounding like a really drunk rant now, so I'm going a bit out there on a limb. But shit, if you could experience some of the dreams I have and what it is like, it's not just flying, it's the will to flight, to project yourself up and over a building or a tree or something. You can only do it in your dreams, obviously, because to try and do it in gravity, this reality, it's not possible. But you can will it all you will. but it doesn't happen. But here's another thing. Perhaps this is why I keep having this dream about the will. Because your will, your living will, is pretty much why we have elected leaders to enact our living will. All we have to do is put it in writing and send it to them and tell them, this is my will, my living will, not this will after you're dead. So, you know, oh, I wish my wealth went to this child and that child, or some cat fucking farm. I don't know. Your living will is what we're living. We live by our will. Whatsoever you will, so shall it be. Whatsoever mankind wills on earth in my name. That's nobody knows the name. But so shall it be. And this is why these illuminated ones are always performing their magic rituals, because they think they are willing according to the name Tetragrammatron. You know, they're just willing in something, but they don't know the name of the living God. And so according to the word, so shall it be. There's so many things to do with the will. Now, if we did know the name without being able to control our will, what we were really, really asking for, this is why I believe reality has been changed so many times. Mandela effect. But it gets altered. If somebody accidentally falls upon the name and uses it in vain, thou shalt not use the Lord thy God's name in vain. If they do, then it just goes and destroys everything. And so they have to fucking start all over again. And so that is why we do not just let the name out to just anybody. It's something that's been learned thousands upon thousands upon thousands of times to get it right. So if any of you infantile children think you can just come along and say the name and change reality, that is why it is forbidden to use the name, the word. That's why Leonard Cohen had this song, You Say I Took the Name in Vain. I don't even know the name, but if I did, well really, what's it to you? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you've heard, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah. I did my best. It wasn't much I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth. I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. Hallelujah. So you can see that's not the name. And if it was, then it wouldn't be known, because people cannot be trusted with powers they do not understand. That's just a given. We've been through this 1,000 times before. We'll give you the all-powerful name that you can change creation, change reality, alter everything that exists. What do? You just use it and destroy it. Therefore, it is forbidden for you to know. Told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. Anyway, I think that's enough for tonight. Be strong. Love your Mother Earth. Honor her angels. And life everlasting belongs to the humble.